Welcome.
Hello.
We left off yesterday in Paris. Walking tours have got to be one of the most important things you can do when you come to the city, because kind of every big city is the same. It's just a place where people live and do business, and the landmarks change, but what's interesting is the history and just things like that you would never realize. You could be walking down the street and see a Gap Kids on the side of the road that's under construction, and you would never think to look twice at it. But at that Gap Kids, in the early 1900s, the first movie was ever played, ever. The first motion picture ever shown was shown at that Gap Kids.
And it was actually a train that was coming towards the camera, and people had no idea what it was, and they were so scared that they ran out of the theater thinking that the train was about to hit them.
So it's no longer a theater, it's
a Gap Kids.
A Gap Kids. It could be where the first movie was ever played, or it could be where Impressionist art was first discovered. Tours.
Impressionism was invented.
Yeah.
Impressionist art wasn't discovered.
Well, it was invented. Discovered or invented. So far, the food here has not been spectacular. There's two things that the French do very well, and that's desserts and that's pastry.
Macaroons were really good. We got creme brulee, and it was delicious.
So the Louvre.
It's humongous.
It's enormous. There are 40,000 pieces of art in there. If you wanted to look at every piece for just 3 seconds, it would take you 3.5 months. So we did the touristy thing. We went in, took a couple quick pictures of the most famous pieces, got our selfie with the Mona Lisa, and then we left. And we went home and we slept, because that was about 6 hours of walking nonstop at that point. You had something you wanted to say?
Oh, this is me. So every night at 10 p.m., the Eiffel Tower sparkles for 5 minutes.
Got a very cool time lapse of that. A sparkling Eiffel Tower in the middle of the night is very cool in Paris. Our original plan was to go straight from Paris to London. It turns out when you want to go from Paris to London on the high-speed rail, it's very expensive last minute.
Like $662 expensive.
Not gonna do that. So we did a quick redirect up to Brussels.
Which is where we are now.
Literally within a few hours we had to make all these decisions. So we rerouted up to Brussels and we're taking the bus to London.
So we used Airbnb while we were in Paris because it was the same amount of money that it would have been for 2 of us to stay in a hostel. It turned out to be the same in Brussels, so we are staying Airbnb again.
We've got a very cool loft space here that is just a few stops away from downtown Brussels. Airbnb for a couple turns out to be a good deal, because hostels charge per person, where it can be around 20 to 25 euros a night for a hostel.
And that's for a room with other people.
That's for a dorm with 8 to, I saw one today with 25 people in it. We've been averaging around $50 per night. So that's around what, 40 euros or so, 35 euros. We also get to kind of experience where people really live. We're not, you know, in the middle of the city, which is good and bad. So we are super excited about our UK tour. I don't want to give away too many details just yet. We've been working on it all afternoon, and we've got everything booked. But let's just say it involves a little baby car, manual transmission, left side of the road.
Mike was acting like a kid today. He was that excited, so it should be pretty good.
We met this really cool guy. Oh my gosh, so many things happened today. Met this really cool guy from Italy today that actually has some hookups. So we have news for that tomorrow as well. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Bye.
Don't you have a shout out?
Oh my gosh, so many shout outs. Okay, so shout out number 1, Ricardo. Why are we giving Ricardo a shout out?
Because he asked for one.
Ricardo gets one because he asked for one. Ryan Parker, we never thanked you for the logo in the bottom right corner of the screen. Is that the right or the left? Let me think. No, this is it usually on me or you? So you got to do it right there. Ryan Parker made that down there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan Parker. Liz, thank you for all the help with the website.
Yes.
And Brian, oh my gosh, the crazy little bumper that we have with the boat coming across. Amazing.
Thanks a lot to Alex for never responding.
Yeah, Alex, you, okay? I've been trying to get a hold of you so many times. Let me read my text messages to Alex. Hey you, hey. Hello Alex. You can still come. Hello Alex. Why are you incapable of responding?
No response since
And this
then.
is over a period of...
Since April 21st.
Since April 21st. Thank you, Ricardo, for a great conversation today. It's nice to hear from you.
Rita, it was very nice talking to you.
Rita, nice to talk to you.
And Whitney, we've talked to Whitney.
Whitney, Ryan Parker. Here's some great Ryan Parker. Look at all these. Wait, we gotta load earlier messages with Ryan Parker. Gotta keep going. Gotta load earlier messages with Ryan Parker.
Alex,
where are you at?
Whatever,
man. Your arm was in that one big time too.
So what? It was for 2 seconds. You told me to hold the camera.
Don't snap at me. So, nice to talk to y'all.
We'll see you tomorrow. No? Nothing?
I don't know. I don't know any
Just say
Dutch,
goodbye.
French. Well, I do know English. Goodbye.